This is the new Range Rover Sport, and there's plenty that's new about it. Firstly, it gets the same aluminium construction as the new Range Rover, meaning its curb weight is down 420 kilograms and it's more fuel efficient as a result. It's also longer, lower and wider than the outgoing model, plus there's the option to have 7 seats. So what do our readers make of all of that?
Yeah, I think my first impressions are really positive. It's a very strong looking vehicle. It looks like it wants to be driven, as they say. It looks like you could do a lot with it in terms of its capability off-road as well as on-road. It looks very luxurious. It looks like a lot of attention to details gone into the design. It works from absolutely every angle. It's a very strong vehicle, very well designed and well put together, it looks like, as well. The panoramic roof that opens up all the way, I think that's fantastic because it is quite a tight sports-oriented cabin with the seats hugging you and sitting a bit further down in the vehicle than you'd be expecting from a Land Rover. So the roof then opening up gives a bit more of a sense of space. So I think the occasional seats in the back could be a really cool addition. I think give you a few more options for carrying your small kids like I've got, or for mates back from the pub or whatever, that sort of thing. Also, it just feels absolutely luxurious inside, and particularly this one, the autobiography. I think you'd hesitate to put grubby kids in the back because you wouldn't want them to put their fingers all over everything. But I think for small kids, it's really fantastic because you've got the option of all the in-car entertainment and the iPad mounting and that sort of thing, which gives you the ability to keep them quiet while you and the missus enjoy the front part of the vehicle and all it's got to offer.
I am a fan, yes. I've had my previous car for 12 years now. It's ready for recycling, and this is the top contender. Well, I was extremely impressed with the way it's constructed. Quality just comes out of every single thing that they've done with this car, which probably couldn't have said 10 years ago. It's lost the boxy shape of its predecessors, and so it looks now as if it's been designed to move through the air. So the design has obviously moved forward a lot. And I quite like the design. The car's lovely to sit in and it's quite big, but when I put it in Sainsbury's, will I be able to open the doors? I won't know until I get one.
From sitting inside it, I did actually feel like it was more enclosed and slightly smaller than the current Range Rover Sport. I've not driven it on the road, so I can't compare it to the current one, but it does feel and look as if it will probably outperform it, especially in cornering, which something like this is going to be a lot more stable. It's going to be more like its big brother, and the big brother doesn't weigh that much more. And I've driven the 4.4 and it just flies. It's scary how quick it can get. The rear seats now recline, so you've got options like instead of one fixed position all the time, you've got 3 or 4 different options. The 7-seater option, whenever the rear seats are up, you've got very little space. In a Discovery, you've got a lot more space, mainly due to the shape of the body, but I think the way the seats are, they will definitely be more child-focused. So it'll be for people doing short runs to school and so forth, shopping trips, adventure trips, that they just need to put 1 or 2 extra children in the back. Could be quite tempting, especially the 5-litre supercharged, because it's going to be more economical than the current one. It's going to be a lot quicker, and you're going to feel a bit more safer because you can stop in a lot shorter distance as well compared to the outgoing model, which I think is going to be one of the biggest points.
Up close, I was really surprised. Every single detail works. And maybe there is 1 or 2 details too far, like the bezel around the lenses, the headlamp, but it's a subtle design because it's grown up. So I'm struggling to find something I don't like about this car, and that's a real surprise. This car has castellations on the bonnet, which the old Sport didn't. That's a key Range Rover feature, so I'm really excited to see that back in the car. You can see over the bonnet really well. I can see both corners. I'm about average height and that works well. Got to compare it to the old car. The interior feels a little tighter than the old car, but the quality is absolutely outstanding. It's way better. If you look at the center console, the old car was a bit tacky. This is better laid out, it feels better, it looks better, it's better quality materials. This is a better car for a family as a proposition than the old vehicle. I've happened to have sat in the second row, way better than the old car, so a full-size adult can travel in the back of that car comfortably. This feels like a really nice space to be. I'm happy with this. I can't think of another car in this segment which I would prefer.
The Range Rover Sport is available to order now from £51,500 and delivery is expected to start in the third quarter of this year. Now there are 3 engines available, 2 V6 diesels and 1 V8 supercharged petrol. Now the latter is only available on range-topping autobiography dynamic trim and costs a fiver under £75,000. We've already driven a prototype model, so for our early driving impressions, search Range Rover Sport on whatcar.com. Remember to hit subscribe to check out our other videos and please feel free to leave comments below.